Hey, it's your girl Blessing B. Welcome to my mini series for the month of December. It's called Post-A-THON. For Post-A-THON, I will be posting one podcast episode per week. So this is my little gift back to you guys since I haven't been as consistent. This is going to be a really great series because I'm super excited. I have so many different creatives from Minnesota. They're going to be bringing different genres, different backgrounds. Is going to be super exciting. But for today's episode, we do have somebody that you guys know. She is one of the biggest female content creators that we probably know. Your favorite media personnel, your homegirl through the screen.
Okay.
And the funniest yet most authentic person that you know. You probably cannot forget about her dad. We have Fametta in the building.
Hey guys. I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, we're so happy to have you. This has been a long time coming.
Overdue. Overdue.
No, for real though. So tell us, Fametta, how have you been recently? Let the people know who you are and why you came on the show today.
Yes, so I've been good. This post-grad life has been kind of sweet. I can't even lie, you know. At first I was a little nervous, but I think I've been able to take this time to really explore what Fametta really likes.
Yeah.
So life's been real sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know me, I am a content creator. So I be making TikToks and Instagram. Mostly on TikTok though, because Instagram be a little scurry, you know? But yeah, honestly, I like to think that I'm your nicheless content creator because I feel like I don't really have a niche. I just like to pick up the camera and talk.
Right.
And just film stuff. So as Blessing said, I be filming with my African dad, real Liberian man.
Yep.
He don't play. People be thinking he's playing, but he be so for real, you know?
For real. He just made a new Instagram.
Why is he posting Insta stories? How do you even know how to post on Instagram?
Bro, they're advancing.
I was about to say, so I be posting stuff like that. I started a series called Shout Out Minnesota where I highlighted different food spots and activities or whatnot.
Yep.
People know me to be a huge Lynx fan because I love me the Lynx, no questions asked. So honestly, whatever I do, you probably have seen it on the internet because I just like to talk about anything and everything.
Exactly. Okay. So I want to dive deeper into more of your creative lane. So I remember you used to have your own brand with the hoodies. You used to do the baskets on Valentine's Day. I remember that.
You're an OG.
Girl,
you're an OG.
Then subscribe. I remember that. And then you would have the hair going on. You would do what was that other thing? The bear paw, the good molecules.
Yes.
And, let's talk about all of that and how you kind of got into that and, how you're still able to stay relevant for over 5-6 years now.
Yeah. So honestly, it really started during COVID. And I was a 3-sport athlete, so I did basketball, track, and tennis. So I never really had any time
to do tennis.
Yes, girl. I was Serena Williams out here.
Wait. Do you have pictures?
Oh, girl, yes. I'll send it to you.
I need to see that. Oh my gosh.
I play tennis. I did doubles.
You can teach me how to play tennis.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I used to think that tennis was for boring people. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. That was me before I started playing. But once you play it, I think it's 10 times better to play it than to watch it.
Right.
To be honest. But yeah, girl, I did doubles.
Okay.
So I was a 3-sport athlete. I never really had time to do anything else besides, because once one season ended, it was something else, and then I did AU basketball.
Yeah.
COVID happened.
Wait, you play for Get Shook, right?
Yes. I played for Get Shook, and then Get Shook turned to Diamond Elite. Wow, you're a real OG.
Girl,
for real.
Mr. Omar.
Stop. I love Breezy. Don't play. No, but once that happened, COVID happened, I was like, okay, what am I going to do with my time, you know?
Right.
And one thing about my parents is they always been hardworking. And then my dad always used to say this thing if you're not selling stuff, you ain't making money. So I was like, all right, how can I get to this money and by tomorrow?
Right.
And so I started with my skincare stuff. I did that for a little bit. So I was making whipped body butters. I was making roll-on oils, bath bombs, you name it, I was doing it. So I did that for a little bit, and then I was like, don't really love skincare.
Right.
And so then I started to do, I did the hoodie, the 2 golden all this chocolate.
Yes, that was a chocolate one I remember.
Yes.
I was like, chocolate? I didn't know specifically what the name was, but I remember that.
Yes, all this chocolate.
Yeah.
And I did that so I can really just highlight the fact that it's bomb to be a black person, whether it's a black girl, black boy, just because it's I feel like people don't talk about it enough. It's just we're really tea, you know what I mean? Okay. so then I did that for a little bit, but like the whole business aspect of that was like more than I thought. Like I was like overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And I was like a one-man team, and I struggled to ask for help. So that's what made it 10 times harder, because I was like, I was reaching out to the vendors, packaging orders, had wrong sizing, like a lot. Yeah.
And how old were you at that time?
Freshman in college.
Freshman in college doing all of that.
Yeah, so that was my freshman year in college where I really started to do the hoodie stuff.
Okay.
But I started my social media aspect, I want to say maybe that summer of my junior year, going into my senior year of high school. And that's when I was filming with my boy best friend, Mitchell.
Yeah.
And we were filming, and that's when I really got into TikTok for real.
Right.
But yeah, like I kind of just jumped from different things. And it's like, I know sometimes people be thinking that like, oh, like why are you just not finishing one thing? Like you're just jumping.
Yeah.
But my thing is like, I like to at least try things to say that I tried it at least once.
Right.
And then if I don't like it, at least I can say I did it.
Yeah.
So, but I would say like my social media and my hair stuff has been the most consistent, because I've been doing that for like 4 or 5 years.
Right.
And then my newest stuff, like the hotel decorations and stuff like that's newer.
Yeah.
But I think that's also going to be pretty consistent.
Yes,
I like
I was going to say, I think it's going to stick more because people have been booking you out, right?
Girl, I already got 3 people booking me for Valentine's Day. I said, wait a minute, we haven't even made it to 2026 yet.
They not waiting. They not waiting. Everybody cuffed up. They not waiting.
They not. So, yeah, like I've kind of just jumped through some things, but I would say that my hair stuff, like my hair and social media has been my most consistent for sure.
Okay. Could you talk a little bit more about hair? So like what got you into doing hair, and how are you able to stay so consistent with all the other things you have going on in life right now?
Yeah, if I'm keeping it a buck, doing hair was the last thing you could have paid me to do, to be honest. Because ever since I was young, my mom was like, oh, let me teach you how to do hair. I'm like, girl, nobody has time to learn how to do no hair.
Exactly.
Yeah. But then my mom was the only person who ever did my hair.
Okay.
But then COVID happened. I wanted some soft locks, and my mom didn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
So I reached out to this girl. I said, hey sis, how much is some soft locks? She said $300, hair not included. I said,
hair not included?
Hair not included, twin. And you know, soft lock hair low-key is more expensive than braiding hair.
It really is, though, because if you get the wrong one, or if you get that flimsy one from Amazon, you know how it's going to look.
It's going to look overly boneless.
Or if you have the extra bulky roots,
there's nothing knotless about that.
That's what I'm saying.
So I said, oh, you got it. I said, you know what? Thank you very much.
Right.
I ordered me a 4C mannequin hair girly pop from Amazon.
Yeah.
And I was on TikTok University, YouTube University, learning how to braid.
Period.
And then once I felt comfortable enough, I went to my mom and my sister to like practice on their heads. And then I had randomly posted some Fulani braids that I did on my mom. And this girl was like, hey girl, how much do you charge? I said, wait a minute. What are you talking about? How much do I charge? And from that point on, I started doing hair.
Yeah.
And I think I just really enjoy it because it's like I can pick my schedule. And then I also just love being able to see people feel like good about themselves after I finish doing their hair. Because it's like, oh my God, you feel empowered, you look cute, you look nice. And it gets, like, I get to be creative with your hair, depending on like what style you choose. So
right.
Honestly, that's really how I stay consistent. Like, I really just pick and choose my schedule, which helps me to maintain everything else that I do, to be honest.
I really like how you just post, like, hey, guys, I haven't been consistent, but just hit me up to do my hair. Like, I feel like sometimes the website does get a little bit complicated, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, because I feel like when you have a website, you have to know your schedule. I'm sporadic. I don't know my schedule for real. So when I know I got me a little bit of leeway this week, I'll be like, hey, get in where you fit in.
Right. Do you have like a favorite hairstyle, like when it comes to braiding?
Ooh, favorite hairstyle?
Yeah.
I do love Fulani braids.
Yeah.
I love boho braids, but I get tired of doing boho braids because everyone loves them so much. So Fulani braids gives me something different because the style can be so different in the front, you know?
Right.
But I think that would probably be my favorite for sure.
Okay. And kind of to spin the block one more time on the clothing brand, would you ever bring that back? And if so, like, would you ever change like the branding, or like if you went back into that lane, like how would you be able to expand upon it since you've already done it before?
Yeah. So one thing I would definitely say is that I need to identify my vendors and do more homework on the vendors.
Right.
Because, like, one of the biggest problems is I did a bulk order. I put my entire bank account in it, damn near.
Oh.
Why is an extra large hoodie fitting me barely oversized?
Oh.
Mind you, I'm typically like a medium.
Right.
You know? So doing more homework on my vendors would be one thing.
Right.
And then also I would say like having a better understanding of who my audience is, because I feel like I didn't really do a good job at like identifying my target audience per se.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I need to really understand, like, I think I need to do more of like the logistical parts of it instead of just like, oh, designing like a hoodie or designing a shirt, you know?
Yeah.
So I would say that would probably be like the main thing, is like doing more of the behind the scene logistical stuff.
Yeah.
Because like creating a design is not as hard when you know like all the behind the scenes of what you're doing.
I agree.
So I would
Okay.
say that's my like biggest thing.
And that's good that you already learned that, and you already have like the, what's it called, the blueprint already like put together for you when you get closer to like rebranding.
Right.
Because I would love to see your brand come out. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was a big fan. I was like, dang, she already sold out. It's okay. It's
No,
okay.
I'm not gonna lie. Like the love I got from it was really surprising because it really was so random.
Yeah.
Like it was so random, but I really loved it. And then I also had a Too Goated line, and I did that. That sold out quick. And I was like, okay, maybe I need to get back in the lab.
It was Too Goated or Too Golden?
Too Goated.
Too Goated?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice.
And like a lot of the guys really liked it.
I can imagine.
And I said, you know what? Maybe I might have to bring this back because it was gone.
Yeah.
Quick.
Because chocolate for the girls and then golden for the guy. I mean, golden for the guys. I kind of see that.
You know?
And I feel like also at that time too, like from my perspective, like going to like a PWI high school, like seeing like a dark skinned black girl like really rocking the hoodie with the big smile on her face, skin glowing, she don't care. Like it was really inspiring. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I wanted to tell you that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, it is also so like it was so cool to be able to like go out and about and see people wearing it.
Yeah.
Especially people I didn't even know. I said, where you got that from? But no, like it was just really nice, and I think I might have to spin the block.
Yeah.
I might have to spin the block.
Please do. We'll be ready to pay up. So kind of talking about like, we can kind of bounce off your talking points of you having a brand and everything like that. So when it comes to you like being an influencer and a no niche influencer as well too, like like what do you think about like your relatability to people? Like people connect to you on different levels. Like when we go through your comment section, or like we just see your posts and see who's liking your posts, or just like seeing the community you have on TikTok and like Instagram, like how did you create your relatability, excuse me, or like what's your way of just like showing that authenticity like every single time you post?
Yeah, so I think it really started early because when I was like posting with my like guy best friend, people were just so intrigued with the fact that like we could have a platonic relationship,
right,
or whatever. And so like I feel like that started off where it's like, okay, there's some girly pops who really just got guy friends, and that's that.
Yeah.
So I feel like I really started off early, and then I am a year older than him, so I went to college, and I was like, oh, I still want to like create content.
Right.
So I'm creating content underneath my lofted bed. Like you look up on my bed and it looks like the bottom of a jail cell, you know? But like I just realized like I don't necessarily like do all the aesthetic stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe sometimes when I'm feeling like it I will, but honestly I just like to create content. Like I will create content top of the morning, bonnet still on my head, don't care.
Facts.
Like if I'm talking about a college struggle and I may shed a tear or two, so be it. Like at the end of the day, like these are all situations that other people go through. Yeah. So my thing is like, I'm not gonna hide from my truth. Like if I'm going through it, I'm going through it. Like if I'm complaining about something, I'm complaining about something. Like, and I feel like it also helped that like I feel like a lot of my following is from the premise that like I'm a black girl in Minnesota. Right. You know?
The state that everybody claims there's no black people, but there's a whole bunch
like
of us
we're
out
here.
You know?
Like literally I posted like I feel like I got a whole new gathering of Minnesota people this summer when I posted at the what was that food place I had went? Like that eating, it was like a eating thing where you like went.
Wait, was it
Ludacris was here?
Oh, the Minnesota like eats thing or something like that?
I'm blanking on the name right now.
No, but I know what you mean. It was like right by like
it was like
Whole
downtown.
Foods. Yeah. Okay.
So I had created a video. Huh? Yeah, it was like a food truck thing. Yeah. And so I was like, being here reminds me that there's so many like black folks in Minnesota and just people in Minnesota in general. And people was like, oh my God, like a black Minnesota creator. I'm like, girl, I've been here.
Right. Your comments were flooded talking about, oh, there's a bunch of black people here. I don't see them. Like, where do you stay?
That's what I'm saying. Like, every time I'm like reminded that like, yeah, like we really are here. Yeah. And so then that's the thing is like, I just show up. I just like, I don't do anything overly special that the normal day-to-day person will do, because I'm just a normal day-to-day person who just decides to film what I do on social media. Yep. And, like, also another part of my community is, like, from my African dad.
Exactly.
Like, people are like, oh my God, like, my dad acts just like your dad.
Right.
And, like, my mom, like, she's a cool mom. Like, she's the type of person where, yeah, she means business, but, like, that's my girl. Like, that's gang for real.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel like just being able to, like, have people see, like, relationship with their parents and my parents, or seeing that, like, oh, Fametta's doing this and she looks like me. Like, I feel like it just, I don't know, I kind of feel like I have a lot of siblings or cool cousins on the internet. You know what I mean? So I think that's really where it stems from, is the fact that, like, I just show up as Fametta, like, silly, goofy self. I don't really take a lot of things overly serious, because I'm like, at the end of the day, they gotta go on. Yeah. So I just be chilling. Yeah. And talking to the camera.
I love that. So, like, when it comes to, like, your relationship with your parents, like, I know, like, I can say for the most African people don't have, like, the best relationship with their parents, stuff like that. Like, how do you feel like that, like, benefits, like, your confidence and just, like, who you are and, like, how you're able to create every single day?
Yeah, no, ever since I was young, my parents have always been, like, my backbone. Yeah. One thing about it is, like, I know that they don't play no games, because, listen, like, we can have our key moments, but I know not to step over no boundaries, because, listen, like, I'm never too old for a little whooping. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never too old. Yeah. But, like, ever since I was young, I feel like my parents always, like, made the effort to establish a relationship where I could talk to them about anything. Like, I talk to my mom maybe like 7 times a day. Right. Like, I talk to my dad every day, but I talk to my mom maybe like 7 times a day. And like, sometimes there are things that, like, I'll do or whatnot that I don't even need to tell my mom about, but I feel guilty not telling her just because I tell her everything. Right. And so, like, I just feel like they created a safe space where I never felt ashamed or scared to talk to them. And that's something that, like, I really realized that is not a shared experience for a lot of people, especially with African parents. But, like, my parents are always honest with me, but they've always created a space for me. Right. So it's just, like, I know at the end of the day, like, they're not going to sugarcoat anything. Yeah. But, like, push come to shove, I know I can always talk to them about whatever I need to talk to them about. So, like, they gang for real.
That's a beautiful balance.
Yeah. Like, I know, like, I still be ducking my mom sometimes, because, you know, I said, oh, sorry. You know? But she's still my girl. Yeah. Yeah. So, she's that girl. And my dad he's not real. But that's my guy. That's my guy.
No, I think my favorite video of your dad is one with him having the boombox in his hand, dancing in the living room. I'd be rewatching that video on a good day.
Listen, when I tell you, this is him on the regular, like, music blasting. Now he has an Alexa, okay? Oh. He has an Alexa now. He's upgraded. But he be cussing the poor Alexa because, you know, Alexa don't always know the Afrobeats name and stuff like that. So he'd be like, turn the Alexa off. Sorry.
But you have to give it time. You have to teach Alexa colloqua. How is she supposed to know what to say?
He said he don't got the time. He said you need to know better.
Yep. I mean, AI can only do so much for us.
It can only do so much.
Okay, so I kind of want to talk about, like, graduating from a PWI, kind of bringing that topic back into the space. So you went to the University of Minnesota, graduated, no debt, baby. Like, let's kind of talk about, like, your beginnings, like, why you chose that school, and kind of, like, your experience going there and stuff like that.
Yeah, so my college experience was really, really interesting. Okay. Because up until COVID, I thought that I was going to possibly play basketball in college. Whether that was like a JUCO, like a D3, D2, like maybe like low D2, I thought I was going to play basketball. Like, basketball was everything that my life, like, revolved around.
Exactly, yeah.
But then COVID happened, and then I was like, okay, like, I have other interests, and, like, playing a sport in college is a full-time job. Right. Didn't want that. Right. And so, for some odd reason, I wanted to go to Georgia State. Never been there. Never been on the campus. Don't know nobody who went there. Yeah. Don't know why.
Is that an HBCU?
No. Oh. I don't know why I liked the school. That's right. I just was like, oh, it's cool. Yeah, yeah. You know, and it's in Georgia. Yeah. Okay. I was like, that's not realistic. Mm-hmm. And then after that, I didn't tour a single school. I didn't even tour the U.
Oh, wow.
I just showed up. Yeah. I've only been there a couple times for, like, different Minnesota stuff, like state games and whatnot. Yeah. Never actually been to the school. Okay. And so I was applying to all these different schools, like DePaul, University of Illinois, U of M. All these different...
Yeah, he went to DePaul.
Really? Yeah. You're a blue demon? Yeah. So I was like... But my best friend sister went there, so that's why I knew about the POS. So I'm like applying to all these schools. I'm getting it, and cool. But I'm like, Fametta, you're applying to all these schools. How are you gonna pay for it? Who's gonna pay for it? Because like I knew that my parents, like as much as they would have wanted to help me pay for it, they wasn't gonna be able to afford that.
Right.
And so I said, well, a part of me like. I was like, I've always kind of lived to this like high standard in a sense. Yeah. So I was like, I felt some type of way like possibly going to a community college, which is not a problem at all. Yeah. But I feel like society like programs your head in the sense that you think that like going to a community college is like less than in a sense, you know, which is not. You're saving yourself some bread. Yeah. Okay?
Especially if you don't know what to do.
Exactly. You're still getting your education. At the end of the day, once you graduate, you graduate, whether you go to a JUCO or not. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to the U. And I was like, okay, it's close to home, but I knew I didn't want to live on campus. How am I going to pay for it? I have no idea. Okay. But I'm not going to graduate with debt. And you know what, Dad, if you watch this, you're going to know I did, in fact, lie to my father. Okay? I told my dad that I was going to the U because I had a full ride scholarship. Oh. I did not. Oh. I did not.
How did you pull that one?
It put fire underneath my behind to go apply for every scholarship under the sun.
Bro, is this not inspiration? Like,
no, okay. If I'm lying, I'm dying. I'm so serious. Right. I told my dad, because he was in my head like, you better go to a community college or something, because don't go in no debt. I don't have the means to help you pay for it. I was working a job at a pool. I didn't have no money to pay for college. And I didn't want no loans, because he also would talk about, oh my God, loans are scary, And so I told him, I don't even remember, like I literally applied for the U. I got accepted. I said, I'm going. Okay. Tell my mom this. Yeah. She's like, okay. Tell my dad. He said, how are you going? I said, I got a full ride scholarship. The University of Minnesota only gave me a $1,000 scholarship my freshman year. Oh. Okay. So I had FAFSA, but I still had about like 12, 13K per year. Yeah. Okay. So it took care of a good chunk, but not enough. Yeah. I was applying for scholarships day in, day out, like my life depended on it. Right. And I was applying for all 4 years.
Oh, wait. Girl, you're triggering some memories, because that's where you used to post all of those scholarships on your stories and stuff. You were the one person who actually was promoting people to do the scholarships.
Yes. Because once I finally was able to, like, I started winning. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I understand how you can win. I was like, let me put the people on. Because the one thing about me is there's never not enough room at the table for other people. Exactly. You know what I'm just saying? And I'm like, I know there's a lot of people who can't afford to pay for college, whose parents can afford to pay for college. So like, if I'm understanding what's working, why not share it with the folks? Right. And so, I'm applying for scholarship day in and day out. Like, and I was applying for a lot of the little ones. Like, my biggest scholarship I won was $10,000. But like I said, I still owe like 13, 14K a year. Right. So that was only going to help me for 1 year. Okay. So I was applying for all these little scholarships because it's like, the competition is lower. And it's like, it adds up. And so, I was literally applying. And I'm not going to lie, I was applying so much, I was able to get refund checks because that's how many scholarships I was winning.
Wait, refund checks?
Girl, refund checks. Them, like, once that end of the semester, beginning of this next semester hit, and you look at your bank account, baby, you thought you was a millionaire. Them checks are nice. Yeah. So, like, I be telling people that, like, you essentially can get paid to go to college if you lock in. Right. And it's like, it's annoying writing those 500-word essays, 1,000-word essays, but it's like, that's the freest money you'll ever get.
That's true.
Just writing an essay. Yeah. And it's like, I had so many rejections. I'm not going to sit here and act like I didn't cry about getting rejected from like scholarships that I thought I was going to win for sure. But I'm like, at the end of the day, it got to get paid for. Yeah. So it's like, okay, one rejection, another rejection. Okay. You're going to get a yes at some point. Exactly. So I just kept going, was able to graduate without any debt. Yeah. And by far the biggest blessing. So if my dad watches this, he's going to know that I, in fact, did not have a full ride scholarship. But nonetheless, I still did graduate with no debt.
No debt.
So, and I lived on campus all 4 years.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Wow. Like, that's actually so inspirational. Like, first gen to West African, Liberian specifically to do that. Like, that's actually very inspirational. And I feel like this could be like a really, really good part of the podcast that all of you guys can take this information down, like write it down, start looking for scholarships. Like, each generation needs to know about these things because like school is not something that you should feel like you should run away from because you feel like you cannot afford it. Like, for sure, you should go and, you know, pursue your dreams and your goals and not give up on yourself just because of money. So,
and it's like you can start early. Like, in my scholarship search, there was like scholarships for like 8th graders, like freshmen in the high school. So you can start early. And also, side note, if you go to Richfield High School, I do sponsor a scholarship for a graduating senior every year. This is my 4th year doing it.
Oh, so, congratulations. Yes. Okay.
Gotta share the love.
Yeah.
You know?
Putting Richfield on the map.
Yes.
Love that.
Shout out Richfield High School, yeah. Go Spartans.
Okay. So to dive into post-grad life, like, let's talk a little bit more about that, how that's been, and then some of your side quests, because you are the side quest queen.
Act like you know.
You know, like, isn't like, we can also talk about like the side quests along with how the Timberwolves, the Lynx. Or which one am I?
I work for the Timberwolves, but I went to a lot of the Lynx games and I did like collabs with the Lynx.
Okay. So the fact that you're associated with the biggest Minnesota basketball league, you know, so how we can coordinate that is kind of you talking about like your side quest post grad, and then a little bit about how like this is your first job since you graduated, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Yeah. So post grad life, I think the only reason why I feel like it hasn't like slapped me in a sense is because I was primarily online my junior year.
Yeah.
And then I went back in person my first semester of my senior year and then went back online the second semester of my senior year. Okay. So I feel like I was giving myself time to do all the different things I was doing now while in college. So then my transition didn't feel super like harsh. So I feel like that's what really helped me. But honestly, like, the post-grad life has been nice because now I feel like I don't have to think about, I can't even say I don't have to think about an 11:59 deadline because some of these brands have 11:59 deadlines. Yeah. So it's like, you don't really run away from that, but it's nice to know that I don't have to think about an assignment or like a group project or anything like that. Right. So that has been really nice. I do miss living on campus and being in close proximity to my friends. Yeah. Not saying that I can't drive, but I don't love to drive. Like, I don't mind driving, but if I can just be there in 5 minutes, I would prefer that.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah. And so I do miss the community aspect of that. And I would go to like literally every Gopher women's basketball game, and now I actually have to like commute there. Yeah. So I would say those are the parts of it that I do miss, but nonetheless, like, I feel like I had a lot of great connections. I actually really loved you. And I think I really loved it just because it's like I found my people, you know? Yeah. And then on top of that, like, the African people there, like, they're cool. Yeah. I really mess with them, you know? Yeah. So it's like, I feel like that's what I missed the most. But other than that, I feel like I have a lot more time to just explore my side quests and just do whatever my heart desires. And like, now I have a lot more time to like film and do brand stuff. Right. And to like travel more. And that's exactly why I went online like my junior year, because I wanted to just be able to have free will, essentially. And so like, yeah, I feel like I've been able to transition nicely just because like I set myself up to be able to have that transition be more seamless. And also shout out to my therapist, Kiva. You know, she's my girl. And I feel like she's also been able to give me the space where I'm like, I don't know. I just have a lot of things that I want to try and I want to like accomplish. And I feel like before graduate, I was really hard on myself. Like, I had a plan. I needed to do this, that, and the third. Now I'm just like, Fametta, just try anything and everything. And it's like, learn from what you like and what you don't like. Right. And at the end of the day, like, you're going to figure out what you like. Yeah. But like, you're not going to know if you don't try anything your heart desires. Right. So I've been doing that. And I had some super fun collabs. Like, I was able to collab with the Minnesota Lynx. I've been going to the Lynx games with my aunt since like 2016, 2017. Yeah. So it's been like a full circle moment, like being a little girl, like super excited to take pictures with like Maya and more and stuff. Yeah. To like getting paid to be there, hanging out with the stud buds. Like, stuff like that has been top tier, like, blessing. And I feel like it just kind of shows you that like, you just don't know what type of blessing is going to happen in your life. Like, it could take years, it can take months, like, but you just never know. Like, so I think it's just important to just kind of trust the process and just keep showing up and keep trying. Yeah. And then, like, I was able to, like, go on my first, like, little brand trip staycation thing with the Mall of America.
Yeah.
I got that email. I clapped my feet. I said, y'all know me like that? Like, I was geeking, you know, super excited.
Yeah.
But I've just had so many amazing and, like, cool experiences. And I don't know. It's just been super fun to just kind of, like, trust the process and just see where it takes me.
Right.
But, yeah, my job with the Timberwolves, though, this is my first quote-unquote real job since 2021.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. So 2021, I was working at Lifetime. I was folding towels, cleaning the locker room, hiding in the laundry room with my supervisor.
Yeah.
Okay?
Supervisor.
Yes, like me and my supervisor would be hiding in the laundry room and then fake go look through the locker room to see if everything was cool and then go back into hiding.
Real.
Yeah.
Real.
You know, sometimes you got to choose peace at these jobs.
You got to,
okay?
man.
But then I, as a content creator and all this other stuff that I do with like hotel decorations and whatnot, I like in-person conversations and stuff like that. And clearly you can see I love to talk.
Girl, I'm in the same boat as you. I'm in the same boat as you. Like, that's like the main reason why I even like wanted to start a podcast. So I'm just like, I need to talk to more people. It's getting dry. Like, post high school, it's not enough people out here. Like, you know?
Exactly. And it's like, I love to talk. I love people. I don't really like the outdoors like that. Like, you'll catch me outside every now and then, but it's like more times than not, like, I just like just being around people, period. Yeah. And so I actually applied for another position prior, and the lady was like, with your personality, like, I think you would be really good for this other position, which was the action pack. And I was like, okay. And so then my friend mom also had sent me a DM of them like hosting auditions. I had an audition for this job. Audition and interview. Yeah.
Wait, so how did the auditions go? Like, what did you have to do?
Oh, trust. So auditions came around. I'm nervous. Yeah. Okay? Because I don't know what I got to do or what they're going to ask me to do. Right. I get there, you know, hella people there. Like, they had you put numbers on your...
Oh, this is serious.
This is serious.
Okay.
You're in a line. Yeah. Okay? You first go in there. They ask you for your name, why you want to be a part of it, da-da-da-da-da. Give you a quick... You have 60 seconds. Yeah. They give you a quick rundown, and then you have to bring one skill that you think would be beneficial for the team. Yeah. And so, you know what I did? I knocked my little knees together. You know I don't know if you saw that video with me and the Starbucks at Starbucks.
Oh, yeah.
So that dance I did with her, I did it there. I did. I knocked my little knees together.
Bro, you did the dance?
I did the dance. I'm my mom. I did the dance. Exactly. They said yes. I said, okay. Okay.
Bro, do you see what just being yourself does? Like, people talk about authenticity, like, you just went in there, you went to be Fametta, excuse me, and you just got what you needed, you know?
I knocked my knees. Yeah. I knocked my knees. I said, this the end.
Nah.
They said, okay. I said, okay. Yeah. You know what? That was the first round. There was 3 rounds in the same night.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So second round, you went in and, like, mimicked one of the, like, games or whatnot that they have you do. Right. And so just to kind of see if you're able to, like, get the job done, but also, like, keep the energy up and, like, keep the contestant, like, excited or whatnot. Yeah. Okay, cool. Did that. Then the third round was, like, mimicking the t-shirt toss. How are you going to get the crowd involved and, like, shouting and, like, excited to get a t-shirt? Yeah. Did that. At the end of the day, they're like, okay, you know what? Thanks, everyone, for coming. We'll keep in contact with you if you move on to the second round, and, like, that'll be an interview round. Yeah. All right, cool. I'm thinking it's going to... She said towards the end of the month. I'm thinking... Because this is probably, like, 2 weeks before the end of the month. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. I'm thinking it's going to take a few weeks or something. Yeah. It's like 3 days. I get an email. They're like, hey, Fametta, we loved you. We'd love to have an interview. Yeah. I said, okay. Okay. Yeah. And so we had an interview, and it was just more conversational, her getting to know me, like, why I wanted to be a part of it, like, just more intimate conversation. Yeah. And so she was like, we really enjoyed your personality. Like, we loved your energy or whatnot. Yeah. So, like, after that, I was like, oh, I think I got the job in the bag. But I didn't want to get ahead of myself because, you know, you be thinking, you get a little too excited, and then you get disappointed, you know? And so it was a Friday, and I get a call, but I'm taking a nap, okay? Yeah. So I didn't answer the call. I wake up from my nap. I look at my phone. I got offered the first position that I applied for. Yeah. So not the action pack, the first one. I got like an offer letter for that. But then I listened to my voicemail, and it was my current boss, and she was like also offering the position.
Oh.
And so I got offered them like maybe an hour, like
Back
in
to
between.
back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so I called her back. I was like, hey, like, sorry, Mr. Call. She was like, how would it feel for me to say that you're part of the action pack? I said, oh. And so basically, like, I accepted the offer, because that's really what, after I went through like the audition stuff, like, oh, I love this. Like,
right.
I'm like, I get to be myself. Like, my job is to be like, literally on the top of the thing, it says like, you're the curator of fun. I do that.
Right.
Like, I can do that.
Yeah.
And so I went and I like accepted that offer, but then I also had to have that uncomfortable conversation in the sense of with the other people. And I'm like, hey, I actually accepted this position.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'll be unable to do this one. But they were cool about it. Like, he was cool.
Yeah.
But no, I actually get excited to go to work. I've never been so happy to go to work in my life. I get excited to go to work. My coworkers are cool.
Yeah.
Just being in the environment is super cool.
Right.
And it's just like, you couldn't have paid me to think that I would be doing something like this.
Yeah.
Because it was really like side quest for real. But I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
And I feel like all of this falls under your like natural lucky girl charm that you have. Like, kind of like if you could speak about like what it is, or, well, you actually have talked about how you cultivate that, but like how do you keep that like relevant every single day, like that lucky girl charm? Honestly,
like, I feel like a lot of the behind the scenes, like, there's been a lot of tears. Like, if I'm being so honest, like, sometimes I feel like I'm really hard on myself. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough, or like, sometimes I feel like I'm putting in so much work and not always seeing the results. So like, aside from like all the amazing things that I've been able to do, like, there's been a lot of tears, a lot of FaceTime calls to my mom, like, Mom.
Yeah.
It's like my therapist, like, oh, and I got a therapist this year in like this April.
Yeah.
And so, cause I used to only think that you needed therapy, like, if you were down bad or something terrible happened in your life. Right. But then I realized that, like, being able to go to a therapist gives you the tools to navigate the hard things before the hard things even happen.
That's so true.
Yeah. So, like,
perspective.
I started to go to therapy and, like, learning these tools or whatnot.
Yeah.
But, like, honestly, like, I just tell myself to, like, stay true to the process. Like I said before, just, like, understanding that, like, you're not always going to get the results that you want right away. But, like, that doesn't mean that, like, people aren't seeing your effort, or, like, people aren't seeing the things that you're doing, or, like, you're not actually doing what you need to do. Like, sometimes you really just have to be patient and just see it through.
Yeah.
And it's, like, I feel like that was really hard for me because, like, like I said, I've always been super hard on myself. And, like, I'm the type of person who just, like, expects a lot from me.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like it just had taught me to, like, just stay grounded and just trust in the work and understand that, like, at the end of the day, like, I tell myself, like, what's for me will never miss me.
Exactly.
So, like, even if there's an opportunity that I think that I deserved and I didn't get it, it wasn't supposed to be for me at the end of the day. Like, I tried, I went for it, I didn't get it. Okay, something bigger is going to happen.
Right.
So it's just, like, it's very mental for me. Like, it's very mental, and I try to stay super grounded and just ensure that my mental health is good and that, like, I understand what I need to do for myself so then I can continue to show up. So that's really what has helped me stay grounded.
Yeah. That's very beautiful. I feel like more people need to start like practicing the art of like trying, like seeing themselves trying, because like that's the only way we're gonna get somewhere. And I feel like that's the same way where I'm at right now too with the podcast. Like I'm trying something new. I'm trying to connect with more people. Like I've had this like list of people in my mind who I would want to have on my show, who I know could bring certain energies, and like we could have like super deep conversations. We could have fun conversations. So I feel like me trying right now is like it's benefiting me, and it's also helped me connect with you and getting to know you better, and just creating like a beautiful space for all of us. So like this is just really exciting, honestly.
No, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
And when you say you were gonna do a podcast, I said not surprised.
Really?
I wasn't surprised at all, because you are one person where I'm like if Blessing says she's gonna do something like in the creative space, I'm not surprised. Yeah. When I saw you do your dancing thing for the showcase thing, not surprised. Like, you can tell me that you're going to do, like, the aerobics and, like leap in the air and stuff like that. Not surprised.
Yeah, I definitely want to go to one of those aerial classes. I think we have some in Minnesota. So.
Oh, we do.
Oh,
I've seen a TikTok about it.
Okay, then I definitely need to start attending those. I think Talia went to one, actually.
I think she did.
Yeah. That was the first time I seen that.
So I wouldn't be surprised.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and speaking of Talia, us three are putting together something really beautiful for the city of Minneapolis.
Yes.
Let's talk more about it, because this is your idea, so pass the mic to you.
Yeah, so I've been thinking about this for a minute.
Yeah.
And I didn't really realize how long I've been thinking about it until I went back and there was this article write-up about me talking about it.
Uh-huh.
But anyways, I feel like Minnesota has so many creatives. Mm-hmm. And they're you don't really know about them. They're so low-key or undercover and whatnot, but we're here. Mm-hmm. We're here. And I feel like I finally started to be able to get invited to stuff and get recognized, and I love the community that is has allowed me to connect with.
Yeah.
But it's just why does it take so long for these opportunities to present themselves to people in Minnesota?
Yeah.
Or for example, you'll see people in California, New York, and all these other places where it's hub cities.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Texas and stuff like that. Yeah.
And Dallas and stuff. So it's hub states or hub cities.
Yeah.
And it's they're always having something back to back to back to back.
Right.
It's you have to it's really networking is important in general.
Yeah.
But if you're in Minnesota, you need to either have these connections or you're going to get overlooked, and people have feel the need to have to leave the state to be able to have these cool opportunities when it's it can be in your backyard.
It can,
you know? And so that's why I really wanted to help foster a content creator space where it's you are kind of met where you're at. So it's you could have 50,000 followers, you could have 50 followers, but it's just if you're making the effort to show up and be a creator, whatever that looks like or whatnot, I really wanted to be able to curate a space where it's you can come in, network with people, whether they have the same niche as you or you just like their aesthetic, whatever the case may be, and just be able to kind of have that content creator feel where it's you get to get free stuff, you get to be treated it's kind of a luxury. And I'm just I just want people to understand and feel the things that they can feel in the space if you're giving the opportunity.
Yes.
And so that's why I was super excited when you and Tulio were willing to help and Let's Create is doing a little 1-2-1-2 or whatever. And so but I'm just super excited about it just because I don't know. I'm just really excited to be in a space where it's I see these people through the screens.
Yeah.
But
can we meet in person? Can we have a conversation? Can we go for some coffee?
Can we vibe? Can we make videos together?
Please.
And then also when I met Tulia for the first time, so it was Tulia, Cashmere, Ariana, Becca, all of them. We went out to dinner. Mm-hmm. Mind you, we're all mutuals on social media. Okay. We went out to dinner. We were making TikToks. People were how can I get invited? I want to hang with y'all.
Right.
And I'm oh wait. Don't you fret. Don't you worry. We're going to be able to have a space. And it's and I feel a lot of people that have shown interest are also people minorities and stuff like that. Yeah. And I'm super excited about that as well, just because it's just I just love being able to connect with people that look like me.
Right.
To be honest. Mm-hmm. And it's just more times than not, I may be one of few Black people in certain spaces. So the fact that there's a lot of minorities who are wanting to like come together and just enjoy this space. I'm just like, absolutely,
create
I love this.
Beautiful, yeah.
Yes. So this is like one of many.
Okay.
You know, like I just really wanted to like start the year off with a bang.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
And then like hopefully we can continue to just dwindle in more events throughout the year.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We got some other projects we're thinking about.
Yes.
But this first event is going to be the Minnesota Content Creator Mixer.
Yeah. That's like social connect type of vibe.
Yeah, yeah. So the concept of the event is for us to have local creatives in Minnesota, content creators, doesn't matter your niche, similar to what she said, come out and come to the event, and we're going to have some workshops going on. We're going to have a lot of vendors, a lot of great food, a lot of activities to do. We're going to have like a cute bingo card, like a really like unique way to socialize with people and have you like get up out your seat and not just be on your phone. Like even at this point, I'll have a phone bin. Put your phone in the bin. And so we can all make sure you at least have a conversation with 3 people and you can be able to recap it on your social media or something, you know, let people know what we're doing.
Actually, you know what? Keep your phone. Matter of fact, y'all better be making videos together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's just like, it's going to force you to be slightly uncomfortable in a good way. Mm-hmm. You know, like, okay, yeah, I'm going to be in a space with a lot of people I probably don't know, but you're here to make new connections, so you better go make you a new friend or two, or three, or four, or five.
Right, right.
So, yeah, no, I'm super excited about this just because I feel like it's being done with a lot of good intentions, with good people, like, and like we all have a common goal of just wanting to see each other win.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's really important to be able to like curate a space with people who think like you in terms of like wanting to have like a goal of like making these new connections, especially in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're creating something really big and bright, beautiful. And I'm just really excited to see how all this goes too. Like, I've been searching for my outfits. Like, I've been trying to figure out like what type of style do I want to go for? Do I want to go for more casual, more business, more streetwear? Like, it's a lot of options and routes we can go with.
No, I keep thinking about it. Yeah. I keep thinking about it, and I don't really know yet because it's like everything sounds real tea. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, just know we for the stat.
Okay, and do we have a date for the event just yet?
Yes, so it's going to be January 10th, 2026. More information to come, so make sure that you're following all of us on social media because, listen, don't say we didn't warn you.
We didn't.
Don't say we didn't warn you. It's going to be...
Yeah, we did.
It's going to be a lot. It's going to be all the details coming very, very, very soon.
Yes,
so,
yes.
But January 10th, because we wanted it to be early on in the year in the sense that, like, okay, you get the first week to be able to like celebrate the New Year's, hoorah! Yeah. All right, second week, get to business.
You know, get to business. Exactly. Yeah. So we're getting close to the end of our show. Before we close out, can you like give the viewers any words of encouragement? You know, any young Black and brown girls who are inspiring to be a part of like the same nicheless content creator space that you're in, or anything like they take from this from your message and want to get inspired by. Like, what can you let them know? Even the young boys too, like who want to be a part of this type of content creator space, or just, you know, being somebody in Minnesota who wants to connect with people, like, let them know any words of encouragement, you know?
Yeah. So, like, one thing about it, whatever you identify as, if you want if you want to do something or try something, do it and try it. And something that I have been trying to do less of is asking for other people's opinions on things that I know that I want to do.
Exactly.
You know, because it's just like,
it gives you your power back.
Yeah. And I feel like it's important to like get your friends' opinions and feelings' opinion every now and then. But like, if your heart is set on doing something, don't even give people the ability to like deter what you want to do. Because I feel like I don't know if it's like the people pleaser part of me or whatnot. Yeah. But I used to like be scared of like either failing or like disappointing or whatnot. Yeah. But once I started to just do things because somebody wanted to do it, I'm like, okay, I kind of like this. Yeah. So honestly, just give yourself the ability to do whatever your heart desires, because at the end of the day, you only have one life. Life is short, so you might as well just try things when you can try them. Yep. And then, like, at the end of the day, like, obviously, being a Black woman at that, like, you have to work 10 times harder. And it's just, like, it can be discouraging. It can be frustrating. But it's just, like, you know what you want to do. You know your heart. You know your ability. Yeah. So being able to just, like, push past it and just being able to be the best version of yourself is something that's really important and something that I have really tried to like pride myself on. And also ask for help. Ask for help,
please. I know it's really hard for us like Black women sometimes to like reach out for help because we feel like we have to do it all by ourselves. But the bigger your community, like the easier things are gonna flow and just fall into your lap. That's what I truly believe.
Ask for help because it's just like something you may not know, someone may have a connection to or whatnot, and it's just like, you tend to like, or at least for me, I tend to like drown myself in a lot of work just because it's just like, I want to get it done. I know how I want things to look or whatnot. So like, I tend to have a hard time asking for help. But once I started to ask for
is that a car beeping?
It sounds like it.
I was like, is there something?
I'm like, am I tweaking? Yeah. But like, once I started to ask for help, I really realized how much support I have, how many people truly care about me, and how much like life can be easier if you just simply ask for help.
Just ask.
But like, create your own lane. Create the things that you want. Like, if you're seeing something that you want to do and you're not seeing people do it,
do it. And maximize your potential, because this is one thing I want to like really stress on. In your 20s, you literally have to maximize your potential because you have literally 10 years to do the most you can. And I'm not saying like life's going to just, change in that instance of those 10 years. It may, but like it also sets you up like it's like a better foundation, because once you turn 30, that's when you get to like the bigger leagues. And I feel like life really get popping once you turn 50, because when you 50 and balling and you know that you really put that foundation down in your 20s, baby,
you see my parents,
the kids are living sweet, you know, feet are rubbing together every night. It's no stress. You don't have a single stress line on your face. Like,
okay,
like why not like max out your potential now, so then you can look back at it, and then also you can create that like foundation so you can give to the next generation, the next people who want to do the same thing as you, or, you know, do it even better than what you're doing, you know?
Exactly. And that's the thing. I also like, if you think you have a plan, it's okay. You ain't got to go with that plan.
Yeah.
I went to school thinking I was going to be a pediatric physical therapist. I'm doing nothing along the lines. Mm-hmm. So be okay with change. Change is scary.
It is.
But change can also be a huge blessing.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you know what? Just go with the flow sometimes. Yeah. Switch it up. You know, be uncomfortable.
And like the cliche line says, like, always stay ahead looking at the end of the light, the end of the tunnel, or something like that. You know, something like that.
You never know. And it's like, if a cool opportunity presents itself, and it's like, you're like thinking about doing it, just do it.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
You know, don't do nothing don't
do nothing illegal. Don't do nothing illegal. Come on.
But stay safe and just try things. Yeah. It's just, I feel like you have a little more like leadway, and a little more like cushion in your early 20s and whatnot.
That's what I'm
saying. Because people expect you to be young and dumb, essentially. So you might as well make educated decisions.
Yes.
But people aren't going to like be as hard on you, I don't think, in your early 20s, because it's like, this is a time for you to really figure out who you are. Exactly. Frontal lobe's still not even developed.
Not even developed.
So, like,
you know, take your time with life and just flow with the ease of things and max out your potential. Mm-hmm. The content creators that you see on your platforms that you want to connect with, just send them a DM. Just tell them, hey, I really like what you're doing. Like, how can I collaborate with you? If they don't have some for you right now, they can have some for you in the future. Just keep reaching out. There's a bunch of people in your city and state who are looking for people to do things with. So just reach out. Just send a message.
And
everybody got their email in their bio anyway, so you may as well just email them. Like, let's go back to being business casual. Send an email.
Also, side note, can we talk about the fact that, like, if you ever are trying to DM somebody, please never be like, yo.
Yeah, don't hit me with no yo. Yeah. I'm not taking you serious.
The amount of yos I've ignored, because it's just like, what happened to hi, how are you?
You know,
hope you're having a great day.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what happened to asking, like, how's your family doing? Like, how have you been? You know, like, I don't want to... Yo, or like a hey, or like when you get straight to the point, like, don't do that to me either. Like, I'm a person,
right?
You know?
It's like you can get straight to the point, but at least greet me.
You know,
like,
exactly.
You know,
yeah.
But yeah, honestly, I just be like, just go with the flow, connect with people, and it's like also be inspired, because this is probably my last note.
Yeah,
but it's just like I feel like a lot of people are like so big into like not wanting to do what other people are doing, but there's enough space to do things. Just make it your own. Like, for example, like, there's a lot of content creators. Doesn't mean that I can't be a content creator. Or, like, there's a lot of podcasters. Doesn't mean you can't be a podcaster.
Exactly.
It's just, like, identify what you want to do and how you can make it your own.
Yep.
And it's just, like, at the end of the day, like, I don't think things are highly saturated. I think that, like, for example, there's a lot of hairstylists, there's a lot of lash techs and whatnot, but there's always somebody for somebody.
Yeah.
So it's just, like, do what you got to do and just make it your own, make it you, and just be, and like once you do things that are authentically you are able to find the community that is meant for you.
And you guys see how it happened for Fametta, so it can happen for you too. It may not be exactly like how her journey is, because God puts everybody's journey in a separate lane, but just know that it can all happen at the timing that, you know, you least expect. So, you know, just go for it.
Just go for it.
Yeah. But closing out though, Fametta, please give everybody your social media platforms, like where they can connect with you, where they can, you know, meet you. Their online sister. Let's go.
Yes, this is your online sister, online cousin. You can find me on Instagram. It's _FAMETTA_. TikTok is _METTAZ_. Follow me, y'all. It's going to be a good time over there.
Exactly. And we will see you guys January 10th for our Content Creator Mixer. Please be sure to check out all of our social media platforms. Mine is going to be, let me see which one I want to give out. So the Blogging With Bee podcast is literally the Blogging With Bee podcast on Instagram. Same thing with TikTok. And then my main Instagram is blessing, BLESSING .Murray. with 2 eyes. I always forget the 2 eyes. So 2 eyes. And then my YouTube as well. She does it all, 814. All of my content's going to be on there. And we're just really excited to connect with you guys and see what happens. Till then, we will be seeing you guys next week, Monday, for our next guest. We will be having a realtor on our show talking about generational wealth, housing, money, and all the things that Gen Z needs to know about the future and the home of or the future for economics and all that other stuff. I don't really want to get into that right now, but till next time, we'll see you next week, Monday. Bye, guys.
Bye.